Everyone talks about success like it's a destination with bright lights, applause, and a clean ending. But almost no one tells you what it actually costs. Not in a real way. Not in the quiet moments when no one is watching, when your phone is silent, and when even you start questioning whether it's worth it. The harsh truth about success is simple but uncomfortable. It demands more than most people are willing to give, and it gives back much later than most people are willing to wait. At the beginning, it feels exciting. You're motivated, inspired, maybe even a little obsessed. You set goals, make plans, imagine the version of yourself that made it. That vision pulls you forward. But slowly something changes. The excitement fades, and what's left is repetition. Boring, consistent, often invisible work. And this is where most people fall off. Not because they aren't capable, but because they weren't prepared for how unglamorous the journey actually is. Success is built on sacrifice, and not the kind people post about. It's not just waking up early or working late. It's saying no to things that feel good right now. It's missing out. It's choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort again and again, even when no one is clapping for you. You'll watch others relax while you keep going. You'll question if you're doing life wrong. That's part of it. And then there's patience. Real patience is not just waiting. It's continuing to work while nothing seems to be happening. It's putting in effort with no immediate reward. We live in a world that rewards speed, but success often moves slowly, painfully slowly. You might work for months, even years, without visible results. That doesn't mean it's not working. It means the process is happening beneath the surface where no one can see it. Loneliness is another truth people avoid talking about. When you start changing, your environment doesn't always come with you. Your habits shift, your priorities evolve, and suddenly you feel out of place in conversations and groups, even among people you've known for years. It's not that you don't care about them. It's that you're growing in a different direction. And growth at times is a lonely road. But here's the part that matters. Loneliness doesn't mean you're lost. It often means you're focused. It means you're building something that requires your attention, your energy, your presence. It's a phase, not a permanent state. And along the way, you will find people who align with the person you're becoming, not just the person you were. Delayed gratification is the hardest game to play. Doing the work now for a reward you can't see yet requires trust. Trust in yourself, in the process, and the idea that effort compounds, even when results don't show up immediately. Most people quit because they don't see results fast enough. They mistake silence for failure. But in reality, that silence is where the foundation is being built. There's a Stoic idea that says you don't control the outcome, only your effort. And that changes everything. Because when you focus on what you can control, your actions become consistent, your mindset becomes stronger, and your identity shifts from someone who hopes to succeed to someone who is already doing the work. And yet this doesn't mean life has to be heavy all the time. There's a balance here that most people miss. You can take your goals seriously without taking yourself too seriously. You can work hard and still find moments to laugh, to be curious, to enjoy the process. In fact, those moments are what keep you going. They remind you that the journey isn't just about reaching somewhere. It's about becoming someone. So if you're in that phase right now, where it feels slow, where it feels lonely, where it feels like you're giving more than you're getting, understand this. You're not behind. You're not failing. You're in the part of the story that most people never push through. And that's exactly why it matters. Now pause for a second and think about your own journey. What are you holding on to that's comfortable but not helping you grow? What are you avoiding because it feels difficult or uncertain? Sometimes the next level of your life isn't about doing more. It's about letting go of what's holding you back. Success isn't about intensity for a week. It's about consistency over years. And consistency isn't built on motivation. It's built on discipline, on showing up even when you don't feel like it. Especially when you don't feel like it. Here's where the deeper truth comes in. The version of you that you want to become already exists in your daily actions. Not in your plans, not in your dreams, but in what you do repeatedly. If your actions don't match your goals, then your goals are just ideas. But when your actions align, even imperfectly, you start becoming that person step by step. There will be days when you doubt everything. days when progress feels invisible, days when quitting feels easier than continuing. That's normal. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent or luck. It's the decision to keep going when it stops being easy. At the same time, don't lose yourself in the grind. There's a quiet wisdom in knowing when to rest, when to step back, when to reflect. Rest is not weakness. It's part of the process. It allows you to come back stronger, clearer, more focused. Burnout doesn't build success. Sustainable effort does. Stay curious along the way. Ask questions. Experiment. Try new approaches. Not everything will work, and that's okay. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every mistake teaches you something that no success ever could. If you stay open, if you stay willing to learn, you'll keep evolving. And don't forget to notice the small wins, the slight improvements, the habits you've built, the mindset shifts you've made. Success isn't one big moment. It's a collection of small victories that stack over time. When you start appreciating those, the journey feels lighter, more meaningful. There's also a quiet confidence that develops when you go through this process. Not loud, not arrogant, but steady. You start trusting yourself more. You realize that you can handle discomfort, that you can push through doubt, that you can stay committed even when things aren't perfect. That confidence becomes your foundation. The truth is, success will always ask something from you. Time, energy, focus, comfort. The question is not whether it's worth it in general. The question is whether it's worth it to you. Because if it is, then the sacrifices stop feeling like losses and start feeling like investments. So keep going even when it's slow. Stay patient even when it's hard. Embrace the loneliness when it shows up, but don't let it define you. Find joy in the process, even in small moments. And most importantly, keep showing up. Because one day the results will come. Not suddenly, not magically, but as a reflection of everything you've done when no one was watching. And when that day comes, you will realize something powerful. It was never just about success. It was about who you became along the way. If this made you think, take a moment and reflect on your own journey. What's been the hardest part for you so far? What have you learned from it? Drop your thoughts, your experiences, or even your questions in the comments. Someone out there might need to hear exactly what you've been through.